Good morning, grade 1. I hope you are all doing great. I'm excited about today's lesson. Today we are going to study the story of a city called Jamestown. Jamestown is a city in Virginia. Remember, Virginia is the home state of George Washington. Look at the picture. Jamestown is a nice city. There are cars everywhere, big houses and big stores. People are everywhere. Long ago, there were 3 people who helped Jamestown to begin and to grow and become a big city as we know it today. The first one was Christopher Newport. The second is Powhatan. The third is Pocahontas. Yes, the famous Pocahontas. Let's go back in time. Many years ago. Now we are in the old Jamestown. No big houses, no cars are seen. We can also see English settlers and Native Americans sitting together and celebrating Thanksgiving. But things were not like this at the beginning. Let's go back some more years ago. After hearing about the discovery of the new word, America, some English people wanted to leave England to the new land, America, as they wanted to be free.
But they'll never take our freedom!
They sailed from London on board of 3 ships. Godspeed, Susan Constant, and Discovery. The captain of the ships was Christopher Newport. They will arrive to the new land in North America and they are going to call it later on Jamestown. The pilgrims arrived to Jamestown. They were so tired. They didn't have enough food and they ate most of it on board of the ship. It was winter and cold. Can you see the snow? But they started at once to build their new city and stayed there. So we are going to call them settlers from now on. The settlers were excited about their new city. Let me here stop to speak about the first important person in this story, Christopher Newport. He was an explorer. Explorer means someone who travels to places where no one has ever been in order to find out what is there. Christopher was an explorer. He was the captain of the ships. His ships brought the first English settlers to Jamestown. He sailed back 3 times to bring more supplies like food. He also brought back more people. So more food, more supplies, more people. That helped Jamestown to grow. But before I continue with my story, there's something you should know. This new land was not empty. Native American tribes called the Powhatan were living there. Powhatan people were farmers who raised crops. Crops are plants that people grow for food, like corn. Other group were fishermen or hunters. So the Powhatans were living there, and now the settlers built their new city over their land, and people from each side started to claim it. So there were some angry Native Americans who said, "This is our land, we don't want any new people here." And there were some angry settlers who said, "No, we came across the ocean and we worked too hard to build this town." So if it wasn't for good people from both sides who believed in peace and that Native American and settlers can live together, people like the great chief Powhatan, Powhatan was a Native American leader who was the leader of many tribes. He helped the settlers when they first came to Jamestown. He gave them food. Do you remember we said they didn't have enough food? Powhatan had many children. Did you know that he was the father of Pocahontas? The second person is Pocahontas herself. Pocahontas was a Native American girl. She was the daughter of Chief Powhatan. She had 26 brothers and sisters. She believed that the English and the American Indians or the Native Americans could live together as friends. She brought the settlers food to help them survive. So, if it wasn't for the bravery of Christopher Newport, who brought all these people to Jamestown, and the wisdom of Chief Powhatan and his daughter Pocahontas, Jamestown wouldn't have been the city we know today. Now it's time for practice. We are going to solve pages 24 and 25 inside your booklet. The first question, complete using suitable words from the word bank, tribes, leader, food, settlers, and Jamestown. Again, tribes, leader, food, settlers, Jamestown. Last time, tribes, leader, food, settlers, and Jamestown. Powhatan was a Native American. Tribes, leader, food, settler, or Jamestown? Very good. Leader. Powhatan was a Native American leader. He was the leader of many what? Many tribes or many foods? Very good. Many tribes. He was the leader of many tribes. He helped the food, settlers, Jamestown. Excellent. Settlers, when they first came to Jamestown, he gave what to them? He gave what to help them? Very good. He gave them food. Number 2, matching. Who is this? Very good. Powhatan. Next one. Who is this? Very good. Christopher Newport. And the last one, Pocahontas. Okay. Next page. State whether the statement is true or false. Pocahontas was a Native American girl. Sure. Very good. True. She was the son of Chief Powhatan. No, this is not true. It's false. She was the daughter. She is a girl. So she was the daughter of Chief Powhatan. She had 45 brothers and sisters. No, that's false. She had 26 brothers and sisters. She believed that English and Native Americans should fight. No, that's false too. She believed that English and Native Americans should live together and be friends. The last one, Christopher Newport. Christopher Newport was a doctor or an explorer? Very good, an explorer. Number 6, he was the captain of a ship or plane? Very good, ship. His ship brought the first English settlers to Boston or Jamestown? Jamestown. Very good. You are so smart today. He sailed back how many times to bring more supplies? Very good. 3 times. And that's it for today. And see you next time. Bye bye.